Man, here we are. Here we are, man. Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert divorce situation. How I feel about it. Couldn't say I ain't see it coming. I'm just happy that Iman Shumpert is in a position mentally to where he can go forward with this and not let it affect him as much mentally. And he could channel it within his music. And first and foremost, before we start this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Sincere Reality News on the check-in. Iman Shumpert is he strikes me as a guy that when he loves somebody, he really loves somebody, he loves them hard. But I just felt like that in this situation, now that he know that it was towards the wrong person. But the great thing that they did get out of the situation was, beautiful kids. Because, your kids, your everything. And I know that, through all this madness that's going on, before we start the video, I know that he's going to, be a great father, a continuous great father to his kids, as I know he will. And he's going to be okay. But divorces are never easy, especially when you're the one that tend to care a little bit more than the other. But let's get to it, man. Teyana Taylor is somebody that I feel that honestly that when it comes down to really love, it's like a limit. And the reason why I say a limit is because right now, something that I read that she said that she tried to clear up, but I didn't care to listen to it because it was all I needed to hear. But she was saying that this man leaked out some information upon the divorce. And really, she had no proof that he did this, but said that he did do this and demanded that he get a 20-day jail sentence. A 20-day jail sentence. And this is the father of your kids. But a 20-day jail sentence. Over some leaked information that you're accusing this man of doing to promote a song. Now, if you Teyana Taylor, like, why does this get to you this much if you feel like if it's something that you need, that you didn't want the public to know about you? Is that why she was so angry? But see, I know that there's some dark secrets towards Teyana Taylor because I see how the way that she let the industry maneuver and control her and use her like a puppet. Yeah. And I know that Iman Shumpert wasn't really down with that. But he was trying to be as supportive as he could towards his wife at the time. Just like a good husband's supposed to. Hold it down. But in the back of his mind, I know it's probably times he probably wanted to question the situation. Is like, how long are you going to let them keep using you? Because you're just another pawn. You ain't the first and you ain't the last. Throw a couple commas and a couple zeros. That'll make the situation better, right? But when that money run out, ain't no coming back. Because they got what they wanted to get from it. And that is to have you on stage, half naked, grinding on other women, performing somewhat of a sexual act towards other women, selling off this whole situation with this girl on girl, or whether it's homosexuals or whatever you do is your business. We never frowning upon people that doing what they doing behind closed doors, that's their business. But when you're trying to help them sell that to the public and letting them use you like that, there's so much you could tell about a person according upon how they let the people use them. So that anger is building in because really they don't really want to do it. But they know it's entertainment, so they're going to lash out towards the closest person that they can, and that's their husband or their man. So this is her way of lashing out by saying that, hey, he leaked out some information to promote a song he trying to put out. Because it ain't nothing but built up anger and frustration, not off of Iman's part, but off of the years of letting the industry use them. And so she want to take it out on the closest person. Can't take it out on kids. You got to take it out on your man, the one who was supporting you the whole time, throughout the trying times, hardships, and hard times. Now, I ain't being sexist because if she was in the right, I say Teyana was in the right, and Iman was in the wrong. But that ain't the situation. That ain't the case. Because I seen how the way she act. And I seen what she be doing. And it's like, it ain't like nothing I ain't never seen before within another, whether it's a female R&B singer, actress. It ain't nothing I ain't seen before. Like I said, just another pawn in the game that's getting used for money and fame. When you look at this right here, it's almost as if, why is it always the black marriages, black couples? How come they always get the push through the algorithms when it comes down to breakups and divorces? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want black people to stay together. They want black people separated. They want black people going at each other. They want black people knocking off, killing each other. They want black people to be non-existent, so it won't be no more black people, so it'll be more of them. Them meaning the other race, whomever that it may be, that's trying to stop and decrease the population of the black people. I can't sit up there and say just Caucasians. I can't sit up there and just say if it's Mexicans or if it's Jews or if it's any other race. I can't put one category of a race because we got a gumbo pot that want to see the decreasing of the black population, of the black race. And if we do hear about anything that's breaking up or divorcing when it comes down to Caucasian people, you may hear like an hour of that. Or if not better, maybe a day. Okay, let me just, it may be even a day and swept under the rug after that. That's why I enjoy doing other races when it comes down to divorces and not just my own kind, because I know what they want to push and I want to go against that. Because it's always what's being pushed when it comes down to anything that's dealing with negativity involving us. But a 20-day jail sentence off of something that you don't really know if it's true, and you just assuming, because you want to, be overly emotional because of something that you may be battling within. Nah, I ain't jacking that, because I know when something in the chitlins ain't smelling right. And chitlins don't smell right anyway. It smell like shit. So when it come down to something that's smelling right on top of that shit that's already ain't smelling right, I can identify what that shit or what that extra shit in that smell that's already smelling like shit is. I can't be over here being fake and make this video and say that, oh, she's a nice person. Even if you don't have to always meet people to know that they carry hidden agendas. You can just watch and just see. Pay attention to the small details. If you don't know how to pay attention to small details, everything gonna go over your head. Everything. And you're gonna be out in this world looking like a deer in headlights. Getting knocked up across the head from any and every angle and direction. Because you want to ignore and not pay attention to the details. And you ain't even gotta be trying to pay attention to the details. It just so happened that if you just always on alert and you seeing what's going on, it's just gonna come. Vibes, energy. It's just gonna come. Once it get around, you know it ain't gonna feel right. You know it ain't right. Because you practice to knowing that something don't feel right when there's energy coming around. And something ain't right. I just wish them both to be the best co-parents as possible. But I felt like Iman learned a lot from this situation. And I know he's going to make the best of it by being a great parent. Because this is something that you don't want the kids to witness or see. Especially when both of y'all names is like kind of big out there. So, this is just the loops and the holes that you go through when you go through an experience that you thought could have worked, but didn't. But the most important thing is that you learn from what didn't. So next time, what didn't can turn into the opposite of what can. Because you know how to move properly. Sensei Reality News. I'll let y'all later. Subscribe and like to the channel. And catch y'all on the rebound tip. One love. Peace.